I think it's time. Let's move on to some other news. Eddie Alvarez was on Ariel Helwani's podcast.
Yes, he was.
And he gave an interview, pretty much echoed everything we were saying, how he felt raw, blah, blah, blah. And he just,
and rightfully so.
Yeah, and he just has such a sour taste in his mouth from that matchup. He's essentially flying to Singapore. He might even be there already.
Did I never actually watched the award ceremony. Did he end up winning the Oscar?
Who?
Eddie Alvarez's opponent?
Oh.
Did he win an Oscar for the performance?
Aljamain Sterling actually won it.
Oh, he won the Oscar. Oh.
Yeah, throwing shade. Yeah. But no, he should have. Apparently, well, the thing is the guy got wheeled out in a stretcher.
Bro.
If Aljamain Sterling went out in a stretcher, I'd be fucking pissed. One, because of the situation that's going on right now.
That guy got taken out on a stretcher. I know. It's just so frustrating. It's just like, come on.
Well, I mean, if he was seriously injured, he's seriously injured.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
It just sucks for Eddie Alvarez because he was winning the fight, and it should have been a victory. It should not have been a DQ. He got completely fucked over.
That's where the stretcher comes into play, where it's like, if you're a fighter and you know you won by DQ, it would be the same thing as if Aljamain Sterling went out on a stretcher. Mm-hmm. It would be. Mm-hmm. Except this one wasn't even in the back of the head. Like, you didn't need a stretcher, which only tells me more that his opponent actually probably really believed in his heart of hearts that he lost and that he didn't get hit in the back of the head. Because, I mean, come on. The guy's totally fine. He's totally fine. Like, we know that. He was medically cleared almost immediately after leaving. It's so frustrating because Eddie does not deserve that shit. But some good news for Eddie. You know, we were listening to that Ariel Helwani podcast.
He's flying to Singapore as soon as possible.
Yep, going to fight within the month.
I'm very excited for that.
It is an undisclosed opponent, so we don't know who he will be fighting. But he says, "Hey, I'm fighting within a month."
So it could be if it's not this weekend. I think there's a card this weekend. Let me look that up. But if it's not this weekend, it's got to be next, right? Or next Thursday or something like that. I mean, they're fighting on TNT. Yeah, it would probably
be in 2 or 3 weeks from now, my guess, because he said he was going to take a week or two with his kids, his wife, his family, kind of still in training mode because he doesn't want to go back to dad mode, you know, back to like normal life. So
if it's this month, it's got to be next week. 1 on TNT4, Sang versus Big Dash.
Okay.
I've never heard of either of those guys.
No, neither have I.
But it will be in Singapore.
I know.
So that makes sense.
Now that one championship is on TNT, I think I'm going to start recording.
We got to start watching those.
Yeah.
Because, well, they're good fights. And, you know, and the thing that I like about one is they'll have MMA fights and then kickboxing fights, Muay Thai fights, all the same card. It's interesting.
It's cool.
It's very
I like
cool.
it. Yeah.
And I like kickboxing.
So I love kickboxing.
It's shocking that it's not more popular, and I don't watch it as much as I should because, I mean, I'm one of those guys. I love stand-up. I love to see guys go in and bang. And, I mean, there is no ground game with kickboxing. And Muay Thai is vicious as fuck.
I know, dude. And if we could ever make a living doing this podcast, literally, we would do a show every single day on every organization. At least I just love mixed martial arts. I would do a one card. I would do a Bellator card, a UFC card. I mean, if I could get paid in my life to literally just sit down and watch 8 hours of fights every single day for the rest of my life, I would be the happiest man on planet Earth.
Yeah.
Like the happiest man. And I am going to start recording those one championships. I'm going to start watching them. I need to get my feet wet in the organization because I don't really know the fighters. I'm not going to lie, outside of like DJ and Eddie. I don't really know anyone else. But, you know, again, with time, I think we can actually get educated in that organization. I think it'd be fun, man.
Yeah.
Just to talk about it.
Will be a lot of fun.